On January the 17th of 2008, Kaiden, a young adult at the time, had recently started renting a new house for him, his girlfriend and their 3 pets. The house had no unusual backstory or anything that would really deter a family from moving in. However, reputations can easily come to an end. It was night 4 in the house at around 6 p.m. when the most peculiar evening of Kaiden's life would occur, and things got terrifying, very terrifying.
Phoebe. Hey. Phoebe. Where are you, girl? Phoebe. Phoebe. Hey, what's the matter, girl? Come here. What's the matter? Are you okay? Come here. Come on up. Phoebe, come on. Hey. What's the matter? Hey, come here. Come on. It's okay. What's the matter, girl? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Want a treat? Come on. Come here, Phoebes. Want a treat? Phoebe, what's the matter, girl? What's the matter? You okay? What do you hear? What is it? What is it, girl? Come here. Phoebe, come here. You okay, girl? What's the matter? What's the matter, honey? Do you hear something? Phoebe? Honey? Are you okay? What the hell was that? What is that?
After hearing banging noises from up in the attic, Kaiden decided that he had to go and check what was up there in case of an intrusion. Since the pets were acting strange, it was likely that they could smell or hear someone that he couldn't, and so Kaiden wisely took the signs.
What? What the hell? There's definitely something up here. What?
Strangely, once Kaiden entered the attic, it was completely trashed, and he was devastated as a mess that big would not be easy to clean up. However, at the time, he was pleased that he found nothing up there, but still suspicious. It was when items started moving in front of his very own eyes that things started to become extraordinarily freaky. It's important to note that the light switch for the attic is inside it, so when they turned off, it was impossible for Kaiden to have done so. Something was up there, but he'll never know what. In the following video, a single man called Toby was getting ready to go to sleep when he supposedly noticed something looking at him through the window. Accompanying this sighting was the sound of a lady crying, which disturbed Toby for obvious reasons, and it definitely showed with his reaction.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard that lady crying again, coming out of the kitchen. I'm freaking the fuck out. I am fucking tripping. Really creeping me out. I ain't going by the basement door, fuck that. Fuck that. There's something in this house. There's something in here. I'm telling you. Oh, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no.
Now, in usual paranormal situations, the ghost would do something harmless but spooky, like move a chair to the side. However, in this crazy scenario, a knife was thrown at Toby, which could have caused some serious damage had it connected. Ghost experts theorize that the spirit wasn't trying to harm Toby, but just scare him. This explains why it delayed until he stepped back from the kitchen to launch such a dangerous item. Regardless, this is one of the most dangerous ghost sightings witnessed, and I doubt anyone would want to switch situations with this man, especially considering that this was only the beginning. After a long night struggling to sleep after the knife situation, Toby considered attempting communication with the ghost and eventually came to the conclusion that he would. He took out his TikTok camera and went downstairs to the living room, and then the moment of truth happened.
Monday, I think it's like the 5th or something. And about 6:30 in the morning. A little handle over there off my grinder come across the floor. It's my little pipe, my little billy club I keep around. It come rolling across the floor this morning. Been pretty quiet lately. I thought I heard voices earlier, but I wasn't sure. It's been pretty quiet for real till now, until a few minutes ago. And we'll see, I guess. Are you here this morning? What do you want? Can you talk to me? Let me know you're here. Okay, so you are here. What do you want? I'm not scared of you. Show yourself. Show yourself to me. I want to see who you are. No, I want to see who you are. Leave me alone. If you can't show me who you are, I want you to leave my house. Show me your face. Show me your face or leave my house. I demand it. No, go. Show me who you are or leave my house. I'm not afraid of you. What do you need? What do you want? Why do you keep bothering me? Are you still here? Hello? I'm not here to harm you, and I do not want you to harm me. Just tell me what you want. Who are you? Do you want me to leave this house? Is this your house? Do you want me to leave? Do you want me out of your house? No, because this is my house. I want you out of my house. If you can't show yourself, I want you to leave.
At first, the ghost cooperated with Toby and continuously moved a metal pole across the room to let him know it was listening. However, after some time, it clearly got bored and stopped entertaining his curiosity. The only sign of the spirit still being present in the later section of the video was when a small shadow appeared in the corner of the room. It's highly possible that something else cast this, but in the event that it was the ghost showing itself, Toby was in for a long day. Towards the end of the video, he claimed that he would upload more content of the sort and try to keep his followers updated on the experience. To our dismay though, he never updated anyone again, and no one knows why. Now, the next paranormal occurrence showcased on this video is actually the follow-up to a video that we've already covered on the channel. In that video, I explained how he searched 20 minutes for the cause of the knocking at his door, and this is the footage of him doing so.
Oh my god.
Weirdly, he found nothing lying around in the forest, despite the knocking being really loud and in a linear pattern. No animal is capable of doing this, so it's very odd that no person was discovered. As well as this, once the man arrived back at the house, his bedroom light was on all of a sudden, and a shadowed figure was standing behind the blinds. Quickly, he ran inside to confirm that there was an intruder, but to his dismay, nothing. This is when Sam really started to become convinced that a ghost was on his property. However, he was an evidence kind of guy, and without any, he couldn't be too sure. With time came his wish, though. A few days after the prior incident, Sam was watching television with his cat when the power completely cut out. He lived in a relatively rural area, and this kind of stuff was normal, so nothing was out of the ordinary though, until he realized the rest of his area still had their lights on. With this knowledge, he needed to investigate the power box, and things got creepy fast.
I just lost power in my house. I looked down the road and I saw lights on, so I think it's just me. I'm gonna go down to the breaker box and see what's up. Hey, you stay here, I'm gonna go get the power back on, okay? Everything looks okay. I guess I'm gonna have to call the power company. These were closed. These were 100% closed. I never leave these open. If there's someone or something here, I want you to prove it to me. I want you to close one of these doors. Come on! Well, if I'm being honest, I'm glad nothing happened. Holy sh!
Once Sam decided to go upstairs and phone up the power company, loud banging noises started happening downstairs, and he assumed it was the cat. He quickly ran down the stairs to the source of the noises to find both the washing machine and the dishwasher flung open. This had no explanation. It was a ghost, and he knew it. Immediately, he beckoned the spirit to do it again and got excited too soon when it didn't at first. However, milliseconds after his victory call, the machine's door closed on its own accord. The following family had only been living in their house for 8 months and had never experienced anything supernatural in their life. They were all religious and had God on their side, which left them strong in the sense of not getting haunted. Despite this power though, on a random Tuesday, things got quite weird.
Dude, you hear that, right? Yeah. Alright guys, I have to start recording. We just moved in here last summer. And we keep hearing these things. Oh. Shit. Dude, you hear that, right? Yeah. Don't tell me it's just me. That's ridiculous, man. I don't know.
During a match of Street Fighter against his girlfriend Kayla, he started to hear aggressive banging noises coming from the kitchen and got fed up, so went to check. Once he arrived into the kitchen, he scanned the room and found nothing before checking the garden, but this is when the paranormal activity was confirmed. Suddenly, another bang rang around the house, and with a fast reaction, the cameraman turned back into the kitchen to find 2 cabinets open. It's clearly caught on camera as he walks towards the garden that the cabinets were closed beforehand, which leaves little explanation as to why this happened. Feel free to try and solve it in the comments. Unless you put a ghost though, you're incorrect, because this wasn't the only clip that the man captured in the house. Just a few hours after halting the previous recording, the strange noises returned, and after some investigating, an apparition was caught.
Alright, I have to start recording again. I know I just heard something. You guys are seeing this, right? You gotta be joking me. What? You gotta be joking me. Oh, jeez.
Living in the house with the cameraman were 4 other people, so it was possible that the person behind the door was one of the children. However, it's extremely unlikely that the kid was fast enough to get away from the door as quickly as the apparition did, leaving no other explanations barring the supernatural. On October 16th of 2023, a father of 1 daughter heard crying from her room, so he decided to go and check on her. After searching the room, he found that there was nothing to be scared of and told his daughter it was probably a fly before going to bed. When he woke up the next morning though, he decided to check the cameras just to be safe in case something truly did happen. And beyond his craziest beliefs, something did. The lights in the girl's closet started flashing rapidly to the point that they managed to wake her up. We can see her climb from the bed to go and investigate the room, but the footage cuts before anything happens. The father claims that nothing happened from that point onwards, at least during that specific night. Over the next few weeks, he would closely monitor the cameras of the girls' rooms and relocate them every time something suspicious was caught. The following clip shows one of those instances. If listened to closely, a small knock could be heard, and after contacting experts, the family discovered that it came from underneath the girl's bed. It was at this moment that the family considered this spirit a threat, and eventually they would leave for good. It's unknown whether or not this move was successful. On the day of April 6th of 2024, a man is exploring the cinema's restroom with his mobile phone. He claims to have witnessed something very disturbing and is recording in hopes that he can capture it again. Alex Loza, who recorded this video, claims that he had been hearing banging from the same stall for over 15 minutes, and immediately after he took out his phone, it stopped, but just as he was about to stop recording, it started again.
No, te quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que bueno, acabo de terminar de hacer el baño y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, hoy. ¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon? No hay nada.
Strangely, the door was banging as if someone was trapped behind it, but when Alex pointed his phone camera above the stall, no one or nothing could be seen behind it. However, if we slow the video down, an eye can be seen staring through the crack of the stall, and when Alex gets close to it, it quickly dashes away to avoid being seen. Luckily, Alex managed to document this experience, or no one would have ended up believing the bizarre encounter. Muhammad Rafai is an Arabian ghost hunter who is paid to search buildings for proof of paranormal activity. Muhammad always records his adventures to help with obtaining proof, and in the following video, we get to see one of his worst ever experiences. This event was so creepy that it led Muhammad to quit his job as a ghost hunter for good, and he never wanted to be in the same room as a spirit ever again. Take a look.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا إله إلا الله.
Somehow the doors inside the building started rattling aggressively, and when Muhammad went to check one of them, nothing was hiding behind it. Either someone was messing with him, or the building was definitely haunted, but this question gets answered very shortly after. When Muhammad enters a dusty, messy room that the knocking guided him to, some unexplainable things start happening.
لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين يديه وهو العلي العظيم. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. لا 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 لا. لا لا لا. قال لا يا جماعة والله.
Weirdly, objects in the room start to move on their own accord. What makes this unexplainable is that Muhammad was on a solo mission, meaning he was the only hunter in the building, so no one could have possibly been trying to trick him. Fortunately, the ghost was just moving the objects to try and spook him. Otherwise, who knows if Muhammad would have exited unharmed. The following week, a priest was sent to bless the building and the paranormal activity started to slowly stop, but an eerie feeling was still present. The company that operated there decided it was best to relocate to keep their morale high. These two boys are having a sleepover together in the summer holidays. The boy on the left lives in the house, and his parents left to go to a local sports event for the weekend, leaving the boys to do whatever they wanted. Like everyone would do, they decided to stay up and play video games all night. But little did they know that something else was invited to the sleepover, and it wasn't a welcome guest. At first, a door in the background opens, and both of the boys look suspicious. However, they quickly dismiss it as the wind and continue their intense game of FIFA. Eventually, the boy on the right wins the game, and the one on the left looks annoyed. He turns off the television, and the boy in black goes to investigate what caused the door to open by itself. Unsurprisingly, he found no hints, but when he turned back, a chair slid backwards without anybody near it. Both of the boys stand there confused. The following video takes place at San Haven Sanatorium, which is known for being an extremely haunted mental hospital. Many patients were tortured there, and some even died in its harsh conditions. However, these facts didn't scare away the YouTuber, Midwest Ghost Hunter, who will do anything for some viral content. He decided to adventure into the morgue of the hospital, and what greeted him will shock you.
Are there any entities down here? What in the fuck? Heard like a freaking breath. I'm fucking terrified. I don't want to go there. Oh my God. Who's making noise down there?
Out of nowhere, a breath-like noise comes from deep in the morgue, and it comes shortly after the YouTuber asks if there is an entity. The scary thing about this is that the source of the noise comes from complete darkness, so there was no way to tell what was down there. Now most people would walk away at this point, but as he is a YouTuber who needs content, he decides to go towards the source of the noise, and what he found is enough to terrify anyone.
Oh dear God. fucking body fridges or... I keep hearing you, but I don't see you. I'm getting really freaked out in here. It's okay. It's okay. I'll go get the camera. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Okay. Alright, that's fucking freaky. That is really fucking freaky. Holy fucking shit. Dude. That fucking door is open. I can't fucking be down here. I can't fucking be down here. It didn't even make a sound. Oh shit! I still have to get my fucking camera. It's still down there. I really don't want to go back down there. I just want to be done. That's enough, right?
As he walked down the eerie corridor, the noises continued to occur, and eventually he was led into a room full of body fridges. He looked around for a moment to see if anyone was in the room other than him, and to his dismay, the fridges opened, and this was only the beginning of his adventure. He was about to go much deeper.
Oh shit. God damn. Oh. Oh! Okay. I heard that. It sounded like the fucking pipe. It's like a thing. Were you hauled down this tunnel? Did they take you down this tunnel when you died? Fuck. I just heard a fucking rock. No. Can't fucking run. Throw it again. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
When When the man got deeper into the hospital, the spirit seemed to have had enough. It made a loud bang as if a metal pipe had just dropped, scaring the man out of his skin. It was at this moment that he decided to flee the hospital, and he claims he saw a lot of things moving on the way back. It's safe to say that if he stayed for any longer, things would have only gotten more extreme. The following video was taken at around 3 a.m. in the morning on January 30th of 2015. It took place in the house of a young man called Michael, and during the days leading up to this footage, he had constantly been woken up late by noises. On this night, it happened once again, except this time, Michael was prepared to investigate the cause of the noises, and the way the spirit reacted was of pure evil.
Okay guys, so it's about 3:20 in the morning. Like clockwork, it started scratching and banging again. So it just don't stop. Can't sleep. And I've decided I'm gonna go up this time. I'm gonna take the camera up. You can hear it now. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna face this thing. I'm gonna just see if we can catch something on tape, and I don't know, just see what we get. Hello? Oh, fuck. Hello? Look. If you're there, I want you to leave my house. Nah, fuck this. I'm staying downstairs. Do whatever it wants. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with it. Oh no.
After a few moments of being in the attic, Michael told the spirit to leave his house. But strangely, it was at this exact moment that a box was launched at his face. It's very rare that we see ghosts that attack their victims, and in this instance, it happened, indicating that the spirit had evil intentions. Once this was over and done with, and Michael ended the recording, he stopped updating his YouTube, following on the news, and left it as a mystery. The only information we know is that he moved house since, but who knows if the spirit decided to move along with him. In this next encounter, a mother had left her dog alone in the house as she was working her day job. However, since her work was very demanding, her shifts were extremely long, so her eldest son, called Oscar, had to go and feed the pet. For a few minutes after entering the building, everything was okay, and Oscar managed to pour the dog's dry beef into her bowl. However, this sense of security was going to end very shortly.
Okay, so it's doing it again. That switch down there is on. You can see it past my shaking. This one is on, okay? It's... Mom. See what I mean? It's fucking... You can hear it. You fucking... Mom, nope.
Weirdly, the lights in the main hallway of the house started turning themselves on and off without anyone touching the switches. Now, in most cases, this could easily be excused as an electrical error that could be fixed by an expert, but after zooming in deeper, this wasn't the case. If you look closely, you can see that the switches were actually moving, meaning that someone or something was controlling the lights. The family still has no idea what it was, but the only logical answer is the act of a ghost. This man was sleeping on the couch because he had friends over and decided to let them use the beds. It was roughly 1 a.m. when the group decided to go to sleep, and the man decided to light a candle next to the couch to act as a nightlight, which he usually had in his normal bedroom. Little did he know, though, that something else was in the room with him, and it didn't like the tiny light source. The ghost started to repeatedly slam the door in anger, and after a moment of confusion, the man realized what the problem was. He blew out the candle on the counter straight after this footage ended, and according to him, after he completed this action, he was safe. It's unknown why this ghost decided to give the man warning signs before causing havoc, but it was definitely on the nicer side of spirits. For the past few months, a family had all reported paranormal activity in the same house, in the exact same locations. The thing which made this so difficult for them was that nobody believed their stories, as they never caught anything on camera, to the point that they believed they'd never catch it. In a desperate attempt for proof, the mother decided to take her phone out and record for 5 minutes at random instances. Did her plan work? Well, I guess we're about to find out.
Thought someone was in my house.
After sitting on the couch watching the television for some time, the mother stood up and did one of her recording sessions. For the last couple of days, she had caught nothing while doing this, but she was about to strike gold. Strangely, the door closed by its own accord, and as unbelievable as this is, no one else was inside the house with her. Now, since this had been happening for months now, she was presumably unfazed, and if anything happy that she got her evidence. However, this isn't all that would be captured that day. On the exact same evening, once the whole family arrived home, the entity made another appearance, and this proved that it wasn't hiding from the cameras anymore. Take a look.
So the TV turned off right now by itself. This has been happening too.
Nah, dude. Something like that, dude, you gotta... I feel like I've seen that before. You gotta... Whenever since I was young, you gotta, like, call it out or something. Like... You just gotta call it, like
creepy,
literally, bro, just like, is anybody here? Is anybody here? Like... No, you just gotta... Anybody here, sorry.
What was that? I think it was upstairs. It sounded like a big old bang. This has been happening, bro. Ooh, it's dark as fuck up here. Oh, dude, it looks creepy. It looks fucking creepy up here, bro. Oh, shit.
Turn off down here.
Go. I don't want to go.
The light just turned off down here.
Holy fuck.
The light over there just turned off. I'm not even joking.
Should we do?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's just go.
We should just get out of here. The light just turned off down here.
Holy fuck. Nah, dude.
Yeah. The light over there just turned off. I'm not even joking.
Should we just go?
Yeah, I think we should leave.
Let's just
I think
go.
we should just get out of here.
Let's
Honestly.
just go.
Honestly, I'm not even grabbing nothing. I'm just gonna go. Can we just go?
Now you have to give credit to this family because they handled the situation in the best way possible. Most spirits feed off the fear of their victims, and this group refused to make it more powerful. Regardless of how the situation was handled though, it was extremely creepy, and no one on the internet has been able to solve it since. Maybe you can though, and feel free to give it a shot in the comments. On July 12th of 2019, a boy called Billy had one of the worst experiences of his entire life. He had been raised in a deeply religious family of Catholic Christians and was blessed at a young age. But based on the following video, you wouldn't know that at all. One of the kid's first gifts that came from his baby shower was a small wooden cross that was hung up in his room. This gift was meant to protect him from evil and things alike, but it may well have failed. Now, the child never told his parents the reason behind this reaction, but it was likely due to a past trauma or hatred. One of the leading theories is that he must have watched a film or show which involved the cross and was spooked out from it, but we'll never know. For all we know, an evil spirit could have been controlling the boy, but luckily he was raised out of this and is no longer in fear when he sees the object. The upcoming footage came from the downstairs living room of Tanya, who was a single mother of 2 children. It took place during the afternoon, while the children were still at school, and Tanya was getting ready to collect them when the dog, Bailey, started acting very strange. At first, Tanya had no idea whatsoever as to why the dog was acting this way, but all would be revealed very shortly.
Okay, so Bailey, come here. She's acting really strange today. I don't know what's going on with her. What is it, Baze? I don't see anything. Bailey? What? What is she looking at? Bailey? What was that? Did you just hear that? Bailey? She keeps looking over here. I don't know what her deal is, but something's not right. God, what is that noise? Bailey, what is it? What the fuck? Oh my God, did that chair just move? Oh my God. Oh shit.
Out of nowhere, the chair underneath the cabinet jolted back in the direction of Tanya, and this understandably freaked her out. What made this event even weirder was the fact that Bailey didn't bark at the sudden noise, and she was usually a loud animal. The chair moving and Bailey acting up caused Tanya to piece the clues together and assume that this was the act of a ghost. In fear, she quickly attached the pet to her leash and went to pick up the children before being extra cautious when they arrived home. Supposedly, nothing happened in the house since, but with a lack of updates, it isn't confirmed that the spirit has left. On an unknown evening after midnight, an ambulance crew were returning from a rescue when something spooked them to the maximum. They had just aided someone who was hurt on the sidewalk and were on the way back to the hospital to call it a night. However, little did they know that the night was only just getting started.
Alright, so I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like, I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like, Fuck, I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Oh, shit.
Hey, thank you.
I'm not trying to go back near this truck.
For some strange reason, the man quickly jumped out of the ambulance as if he saw something in the vehicle with him, and shortly after he did this, we found out why. Somehow, the back doors of the ambulance managed to swing open on their own accord, which really freaked the driver out. This wasn't all the ghost wanted to do though. After the man sprinted back to his colleague in the distance again, they both watched the vehicle from a distance. It was at this moment that the spirit struck again.
No, he on it quick. No. I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it just, oh shit. Like, it just flew open, like. Oh. Nah, what the Can y'all see it? Nah, hell no. Fuck that. Nah.
If looked closely at, the ambulance's rear window suddenly has movement behind it, and it appears to be a black figure. It was well known that a patient had recently suffered their fatality in the back of this very ambulance, and many people speculated that this is what the duo encountered that night. This theory is very likely true. The following video took place in Sam's house, a small YouTuber who works part-time at his local fast food restaurant. The clip begins at 2 a.m. and Sam was in bed until he was woken up by a very strange sequence of knocking. Now at first, Sam genuinely thought that someone was at the door, but this theory was about to be blasted out of the window. Take a look.
There's been someone knocking at my front door for the last 10 minutes or so, and they haven't stopped knocking. Hello? Who's there?
Randomly, the door started knocking in a pattern of 3, and what made this event odd for Sam is that it didn't stop. Whoever was behind that door really wanted to be let inside, and after some preparation, Sam opened the door. However, after scanning the outside area, nothing could be seen. Immediately, he slammed both of the doors shut and locked them, but then something even weirder happened.
What's going on here? Somebody's playing games and it's not funny. Are you kidding me?
No matter how many times Sam opened the doors, he was unable to catch whoever was doing this knocking. Sam believed it to be a teenager playing tricks on him and decided to gear up and go outside, but even after 20 minutes of searching, no one could be found. Was this a horror coincidence, or was it really a spirit ruining Sam's sleep? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The house in the upcoming video had recently been purchased and moved into by Leah and her family. Prior to this house, they had been renting a house in a very dodgy area, and they decided to move out to provide a better life for their children. At least they thought it would provide a better life. The following footage was captured using an iOS camera setup in the top corner of the room, and what it filmed was truly shocking. Despite closing the drawer and being sure that no one else was in the kitchen, Leah found out something horrible that evening. Since the drawer managed to open itself for a second time, she discovered that the house was haunted and quickly sprinted out of the place. At first, her boyfriend thought she was insane and tried to calm her down, but Leah was lucky that she remembered the iOS camera. Straight after the incident, she showed the footage to her boyfriend, and he too thought it was very fishy. However, there was nothing either of them could do. They were too poor to buy another house so fast, and this forced them to call the haunted location home. On November 15th of 2023, 3 people were on shift in a school office. Their roles were to make sure that the school was running smoothly and any children who came to them had their problems solved. Little did any of the staff know, though, that on this day they would be helping a new student, if that's what you could call it. It was roughly 2 p.m. and lunch break had just finished, so the corridors were quiet again, but the office definitely wasn't.
I mean, that was clear though. Like, that was super clear.
Here it goes again.
Do you think it's funny? Yeah. Stop it. And then the freaking phone rings.
As odd as this might have been, the ghost sighting here actually made a lot of sense. Just 2 months before this incident, a student at the school had tragically died, and they happened to be a little girl. This little girl always visited the office and told jokes to the staff, as she had trouble socializing with people. The workers believed that the spirit trying to communicate with them here was the girl, and this left them feeling happy and disturbed at the exact same time. With the information on who the ghost was, the staff felt confident that it wasn't here to cause any harm and simply wanted to stay where it enjoyed most of its time. And with this confidence, they started to test its abilities. Just 3 days after the initial sighting, student service operator James Hill decided to take the ghost into a storage unit and see if the ghost could move a few things for him.
Do it again. Fuck, I'm shaking. Jesus Christ. Come on. You can do it. Move it. Come on, move it. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Stop. Stop. Move it, come on. Can you knock it down? You can knock it down, come on. Y'all, it... Come on. Y'all, that box is fucking moving. I can't even fucking say this right. Come on. Stop. Nope. 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 We're done. We're done.
Strangely, despite all of the staff thinking James wouldn't capture anything, the ghost actually followed him to the storage room and did as he pleased. After being prompted to, it moved around a little box, and eventually, after some persuasion, it threw the box to the ground. James claimed this encounter increased his confidence that the spirit was of the little girl, because she was usually scared and nervous when doing troublesome things in school. This concludes why it took her so long to push the box onto the floor. For the past couple of months, house owner John Gregson had supposedly been hearing strange noises coming from his basement, and one day he decided it was time to investigate. When his family first moved into the house, John terraformed this room into a playroom for his daughter, and she loved it. But recently she wasn't down there as much, and he couldn't pinpoint whether she was getting too old or there was a much deeper cause.
Oh my
are you doing there? Who are you?
I got you good.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, you got my heart good.
As John exited the playroom with confidence that his daughter had pranked him, the lights turned themselves off, and the globe on the stairs jumped across them. This was completely unexplainable since no one else was down there, at least no regular person. What made this incident even stranger was what the audience thought of it when John uploaded it to social media. Quite a few comments suggested that the girl could possibly have been possessed when she claimed she tricked John, which disturbed him very much. He immediately went to get the entire Gregson family baptized and called it a day. None of them recorded any paranormal footage after this event, so it's assumed that the ghost has officially become detached. After being haunted for several years, the following family's house had been blessed by a priest, and supposedly everything was okay again. However, still skeptical, the mother and father deployed cameras in every single room as a just-in-case protocol, so if something else did happen, they had proof, and proof they got.
Well, I already brushed your hair. Hey, how did this open?
I don't know.
Did you open it?
No.
Let's look at the camera.
Wait, did I? Oh, right. Remember I opened it to get a hanger? Did I?
This morning?
Yeah. When you were there.
When we left.
I read a book that was funny. It was called Bunny Cakes. And it was a grandma's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And a mom, there was two bunnies.
Okay.
They're making a cake.
Okay.
And a girl.
Okay.
Bunnies.
Whoa, what is this?
What is what? Oh, it opened on its own. Wait, can I see what opened on its own? What opened on its own? How did that do? That what opened on its own? I want to see that.
Your shirt's on backwards, honey.
That I want to see it. Show
Put
me.
your shirt's on backwards.
Okay. You see it. The closet opened by itself. Oh, I want to see that closet open.
But why did it happen, Willow?
I don't know. That show me again. I want to see it.
I'm kind of, I don't know. Perplexed.
As wisely stated by the little girl named Willow, the entire family was perplexed, and so am I. It's very unlikely that a closet built like the one on screen could swing open without anyone causing it to, leading me to believe that this was the return of the spirit that had haunted them for such a long time. Since the Gregson family had experienced this before, they went to the church again and asked the priest to come to their house and personally rid the spirit, to which he did, with success. For the past 2 years, no one in the house has heard any strange noises or witnessed any out-of-the-ordinary events, and they finally live in peace. But who knows, potentially the ghost could return a third time, and even worse, it could become stronger. In the following video, a devoted Christian by the name of Chief decided to document his paranormal experience for the world to see. Since the solar eclipse, Chief had been hearing intense knocking coming from the exact same door, and in the upcoming clip, he tries to combat it.
This just really been tripping me out. It's been doing this since the solar eclipse, I would say. And I don't really believe in ghosts. But this shit is really fucking with me. Look at this. It just stops. There ain't nothing going on. Look. What the fuck? What the actual Bro, there's no way. Wait, I'm gonna leave the light on. What the fuck? Shit's really freaking me out, y'all. If you've ever seen anything like this before, please let me know. Alright, so I've been taking some of you guys' advice. I got my holy water right here. I'm gonna insert the holy water into my water gun. Alright. And I got I'll just put it in the thing. I got the cross like you guys said, dude. I didn't really have any real wood, but see, the thing is, I don't even know if I'm actually hitting my op. Like, I feel like it's coming from over here. It don't do it when the door is closed. Like, it does not do it. I look stupid as fuck. Oh my God. I need to get out the house.
Somehow, despite clearing the entire room for any hiding people, no one was discovered, and Chief was left clueless as to who was doing the knocking. When he found out no one was behind the door, he turned to Snapchat and asked his friends what he should do, and they came up with a pretty strong plan. He was going to fill up his water gun with holy water and use pencils to form a cross at the back of it. With his friends being his only hope, Chief listened to them and shot the ghost in the bathroom. However, after this moment, the banging only got worse, and people speculate that the holy water only made the ghost more angry.
Y'all see it though, right? Y'all see that though, right?
After the banging intensified, Chief bolted the door to the wall in hope that the noise would stop completely, but that didn't happen. The ghost just infinitely knocked on the outside of the door instead of from the inside, which forced him to move house entirely. The ghost didn't follow Chief to his new home, but it was definitely a surreal experience to say the least. On December 13th of 2022, a man called Paul was doing his job as a day guard at his local factory when one of the weirdest events possible occurred. It was around 8 p.m. when the following video was taken, and it took place just after Paul had finished working. Except little did anyone know that it wasn't Paul after all. Throughout the day, he had been acting stranger than usual and not being his normal self, but it was after he beckoned his friend Tim to come into the back with him that everything became apparent.
This is Paul, and you are about to witness a possession. He's allowed me to post this video, but only if I conceal his identity. Paul is the day guard, and at the end of his shift, I didn't know it at the time, but in an act of kindness earlier in the day he tried to remove and discard the statue head. The following takes place before the Night 12 incident.
Strangely, Paul started to mutter in an undetectable language, and no one could decipher what it was that he was trying to say. Many predict that it was ancient Latin, but after specialists shut those rumors down, people were left clueless. Regardless of the language though, what happened next was terrifying.
Need a 86 for a friendly. Paul. 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 Paul, I can't breathe.
With a blade, Paul stood up and swung at Tim before getting all aggressive and in his face. The weird thing was that Paul was known for being a kind man who never really got into arguments, so this was extremely out of character. However, before Tim even had a chance to hit back, Paul returned to his normal self, oblivious of what his body had just been used for. But this wasn't the only paranormal event that was hosted within this factory. It was only the beginning. 2 days after the Paul incident, Tim had finally recovered, and his boss told him it was time he stopped being a coward and came back to work. In order to maintain his job, Tim listened, but this would turn out to be one of the worst decisions of his life. Upon arriving at work, everything was fine for Tim. He did his regular checkups and monitored security until eventually Paul left for home and he was able to feel safe again. As he started to get comfortable though, so did the spirit, and what it did this time was just as spooky as the last.
We're doing this. Hello? Shit. What the fuck? Whoa. Hello? Who's there?
When patrolling the storage corridors, one of the doors was knocking, and it happened to be the one to the room that Paul usually found himself in. Curious, Tim went to inspect the scene, and based on his comment asking God to protect him, we know he knew what he was getting into. After entering the room, one of the mannequins toppled over on its own accord, which was the first red flag for Tim to turn back, but he ignored it. After this, a slab of glass shattered before a pot banged the floor behind him, and he knew that the ghost was present. However, Tim was convinced that this was a different entity, but if we zoom in on the very last frame, the outline of a woman can be made out, and I assume that this was what had possessed Paul as well. Little did Tim know, though, that this semi-sighting of the ghost was nothing compared to what he was about to capture. On that same night, he decided to do some more exploring, as he was understandably skeptical that it was actually a ghost haunting him. He adventures for around an hour with no sightings, until eventually something happened that made him wish he never got too ambitious.
Hello?
you.
If you look closely, hands can be seen dangling over what looks like a container, and the figure of a woman can be seen attached to them. Unfortunately though, when Tim turned his flashlight on to capture the ghost, it immediately disappeared and never appeared again. Literally. For the last 2 years, Tim hasn't come across a ghost, which leads him to believe it wasn't a permanent haunting. But the unlucky thing is that he'll never truly know. This little girl was role-playing with her dolls when something extraordinarily creepy happened right next to her. To her dismay, she didn't manage to witness what occurred, but luckily, the CCTV camera in the top corner of the room captured it perfectly. Unexpectedly, the girl's least favorite doll, Lola, started moving by itself in the corner, leading the parents to believe it had been possessed or moved by a ghost. But what actually made them check the security cameras in the first place? Well, a few nights after the doll incident, the little girl was drawing for her parents, and the unexplained happened. Except this time she saw it and told them. This incident is what caused them to scan through all CCTV footage of their child to make sure nothing similar was happening. So have a look. Weirdly, all kinds of objects started moving in the room, and no one except the girl was in the room. Things get much creepier when you discover the doll from before was behind the sofa at the time of the incident, making it very possible that it had something to do with this. Immediately after being alerted, the parents put the doll in the trash and paid the collectors to take it far away from their home early. When the doll was removed, all paranormal activity in the house stopped. The following video took place late at night in a home owned by a man named Robert. Robert lived by himself and often had family coming and visiting him, but during the clip you're about to see, he was the only person home. It happened when Robert was struggling to go to sleep, so decided to go downstairs and play some of the guitar before bed. But something else must have had the same idea, because what happens next is shocking.
So I couldn't sleep because I felt like something was watching me. You ever felt like that? I'm all alone. I come out here to play my guitar because I can't sleep. So I look over here at this thing because I feel like it's freaking watching me. and I could have swore I seen it move. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking. That's that bullshit right there. Oh, hell no. I'm done with it. That thing's going in the dump right now. Well, I got something for that. Yeah, I got something for that right now.
To kick the video off, Robert explains his situation and claims that he was sensing that he was being watched. This gave him an eerie feeling when he was in his living room and he pinned it down to the teddy bear sitting in a box, and somehow he said it moved. Now at first, this was completely unbelievable. But luckily, just as Robert told his story, the bear moved again just to confirm it. Scared but smart, Robert did what he should have done and put the bear in the trash, but no one believed what he saw, so he actually ended up being checked for mental illnesses. To his fortune, he wasn't diagnosed with anything and showed the video he captured to his family, but they are still skeptical to this day. James Talbot was an overnight security officer at a mall and usually worked on the stairwell to make sure that no unwelcome guests came up when time got late. The upcoming clip took place at roughly 1 a.m., where nothing normally happens. At this time, James tends to record himself and post to his YouTube channel, and he's lucky that he had this habit, because if he didn't, he wouldn't have filmed what was about to happen.
Man, I've been clocked in 8 minutes. Hey! Hey! I'm not finna go check shit. I'm not going down there. Shit. Oh, goddamn, the door locked. Oh. Damn. If it is somebody down there, they're gonna stay their goddamn ass down there. I'm not going. Shit. Hurry up and get up these bitches.
Suddenly, footsteps could be heard from the bottom of the stairwell, and doing his job, James called out to the person guilty. But to his dismay, no one responded. Now, instead of going downstairs to investigate the noise further, James started to feel strangely uncomfortable and ran away from the noise, scared of it, which wasn't usual for him. James sprinted down the corridor and into another room where he decided to hide. But suddenly, he heard the noise of a whisper from inside the room, and this is when things got real.
Hey, somebody fucking in here with me. I'm up here doing this damn job. These folks want me to do all this walking in the dark. I'm not walking down there in no motherfucking dark. Hey. Hey. Not coming the fuck out there, man. Somebody is down there with me. Somebody in here with me. When I got this job, I told them I don't do things like this. And I got my camera on, bitch. You can go if you just come out. I'll let you go free. But don't try to just pop out on me, you know what I'm saying, scare the fuck out of me, make me shit all on myself on the job. Come on now. Come on now, I'm just trying to get my goddamn hours and go home now. He gonna act like he don't hear me. You know you back there, come on. I'm not finna, I'm telling y'all, I'm finna go. And the clock's up going this way. Fuck that.
Like before, James started begging the supposed break-in culprit to reveal themselves, and even offered to let them go for free. However, no one spoke back. He stood there for a second and thought of what to do next before following his instinct instead of the job. He packed his bags, locked up, and left for the night. Now, after doing this, James expected there to have been a robbery overnight and had his excuses ready, but surprisingly, nothing happened. Had he really been going crazy, or did something much deeper occur? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It was approximately 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night, and a man named Zark was all alone in his house. His family had already moved out prior to this night because the escalating paranormal activity had started to affect them badly. Zark and his family claimed to have experienced several paranormal events prior to this footage. However, none of them come close to what you're about to see.
The fuck? Where's the cupboard open? The lights are off. You see, I normally keep that light on because that's how I get to know the haunting has begun or not. And that's why I've actually covered the lights so that it doesn't glare on my eyes while I'm sleeping. The cupboard is open right now. I'm alone in the room.
Now, this night started at a fairly low level on the haunted side of things. All Zark saw was the cupboard open, despite being closed when he fell asleep. But compared to other things he had seen, this wasn't too drastic. However, it was just shortly after that the ghost started to do something Zark had never seen before.
It's at the door. Stop it! Stop it, please!
Weirdly, the door started knocking, and the only explanation for this is that it was a spirit on the other side. Zark asks the spirit to stop the knocking, and after some time it stops. But what happens a few minutes later sends chills down Zark's spine.
Go fuck yourself, Jerry. Go fuck yourself. Shit. I'm not gonna stay here. Fuck.
It's important to note that Zark was completely alone when he heard his kid's voice saying "Daddy," so that had to be a mimic. After this, Zark left his apartment immediately and spent the rest of the night in his car. In the following video, a Mexican ghost hunter by the name of Pablo was sent to search the deep cellars of someone's house. These cellars were rumored to be haunted for years, but no one in the property was brave enough to find out for themselves, leading the owner to call in Pablo to do the task. It was 6 p.m. in the afternoon when he arrived on scene, but since no light could reach the cellars, it looked more like 6 a.m. Regardless of the time, Pablo was ready to catch another ghost and earn some more cash, or at least he thought he was.
Son las 3 de la mañana y escuché algo. Creo que fue la cocina. ¿Quién es? No. Creo que en el baño. Ay, Diosito, por favor.
Disregarding all of the other things that happened in the build-up to this point, it's utterly unexplainable how the shower managed to turn itself on. It was made clear just moments before this phenomenon that no one else was in the room, yet this still happened, which was enough to even make Pablo scared. Yet he had no idea what was about to come. For some strange reason, the old house owners built a bedroom in the cellars, and no one has truly worked out why. Perhaps it operated as a guest room, or maybe they had too many children, but who knows? But that's irrelevant. What matters is what happened to Pablo when he explored this room, and this is the creepiest ghost apparition ever caught on camera.
Algo está sonando en el cuarto. Creo que es el eco.
Somehow, despite no figure showing on the top side of the bed, when Pablo ducked to see underneath it, the legs of a little girl could be seen walking from one side to the other. As previously mentioned, no one knows what the use of this room was, let alone who took residence in it, but people predict it must have hosted this young girl. After seeing this, Pablo immediately ended his operation and brought his evidence back to the house owner, who was very satisfied. He locked the entrance to the cellars to stop his children getting in there and explained that he planned to get rid of the ghost in due course. James McLean had been living in the same house for more than 10 years, and throughout that time period, it was the most normal place you could imagine. The neighborhood was very peaceful, and nothing eventful really went on, especially paranormal things. But that reputation was about to be tarnished on the night of this recording. It was 4:26 a.m. when James decided to start recording the incident, but it had been going on since 11 p.m. All night there had been loud bangs and random things turning on and off in the house, which James ruled out as a power issue. However, after quite some time, he took it upon himself to investigate downstairs and truly discover what was causing this. Have a watch.
Okay, I've been hearing shit all night. See?
Hello? Jesus Christ! Ah! Oh!
Weirdly enough, when James reached the bottom of the stairs, his record player started spinning and playing music, which is something that comes straight out of a horror movie. In response to this, James tried to communicate with whatever was there, but this was the worst mistake of his life. As soon as he spoke to the ghost, items all around him started toppling, and he was forced to sprint all the way back up to his bedroom. He still has no idea what caused all of this to happen on that night, but luckily, it hasn't happened again since. It has been 2 years, so it's safe to say he's okay. Going back around 100 years ago, the house in the following clip hosted a group of cannibals who all eventually died while hiding from the police. They decided to eat one another one by one to try and stretch out their survival time, but unfortunately for them, it didn't work. Ever since the cannibals passed away, the house has supposedly been haunted, and not many people have wanted to live inside its walls. However, eventually, a desperate couple purchased it and used a Ouija board to ask the ghosts to leave. After using the Ouija board, the response they received was horrible, and things only got worse to the point they had to call the police in. The upcoming clip takes place after the police arrive, and it's very frightening.
Woman used Ouija board in old house where cannibals lived. Somewhere in Greater Poland, police were called in response to her strange behavior.
Jezu, jak to Oda tak warto? Ja pierdzielę.
Zarczyzny, kurwa, tak?
No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, pensji. Idź pan do...
Uważaj. Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś...
Znamiona byśmy się zamienili pozycjami, to może mógłbyśmy sami zabić. Odsuń się i
Nie? Drut ma jakiś...
Nie, niech pan wyjdzie i obrócimy go wychodzę.
Unlike most other ghosts, this one didn't tend to move things but made aggressive noises instead. It growled as if it was an animal trying to scare off its prey, and the noises were so realistic that one of the policemen shot into the room. After clearing the room, the police force came to the conclusion that this was paranormal, and they couldn't do anything to help before leaving the family to deal with it. It's unknown what the family did beyond this point, but the smartest option would definitely be to leave. On November 30th of 2020, a man called Wyatt decided it was time to put an end to a saga that had been going on for months. For the last few months, he had been experiencing high levels of paranormal activity in his home, and it was on this day that he decided it was time to capture it and show the real world. Little did he know that the ghost would get much worse when he took the camera out.
This is on repeat. This happens over and over. And then the knocking happens. The knocking. There it is. And it just goes and goes until you tell it to stop. Can you stop, please? It's just right there. That's new. Okay. Whatever you are, you gotta go. And that's... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
In the video, Wyatt claimed that the ghost passing the door and the loud knocking was a regular occurrence in his house, and he didn't sound too fazed. However, since he was filming, he felt a little braver. This time, Wyatt followed the spirit into a small room and saw the chair spinning around, which was supposedly new. As if this wasn't enough, when he approached the chair and decided to check it out, the door behind him slammed shut and trapped him in the room with the ghost. This really freaked him out, so he walked away and ended the recording there and then, not updating anyone since. These two women are having a sleepover together while one of their boyfriends is out on their stag do. They had a fun time on the sleepover, playing games together and gossiping like people do, but things got eerie very fast. The girl in the black jacket, Jess, claimed to have seen something in the closet, to which the girl behind the camera, Abby, reassured her there wasn't. There was only one way to find out: investigate.
Girl, there ain't nothing back there, I'm telling you.
The light just went off.
Nothing back there, right?
There's nobody back here.
I told you. There's never... Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
Weirdly, when Jess went to look in the closet in an attempt to prove Abby wrong, nothing happened. This led Abby to believe Jess was seeing things, and she made this clear. Little did she know that she had spoken too soon. Moments later, the light turned itself off, and Jess sprinted back to Abby in fear. Abby explained that she locked the closet afterwards and told her boyfriend never to open it again. He thought she was going crazy, but like a good boyfriend, he listened. Not that it had any effect. Abby was right about a spirit living in there, but she had no idea it could leave. The following day, she pulled up in her drive at 9 p.m. after taking her son to a football session. This is when the ghost made its second and much worse appearance.
Which is strange because I don't remember leaving it on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't leave it on. Come on. Listen, I'm gonna walk inside real fast. I want you to wait out here for me.
I'll stay right by the door.
Yeah, I want you. Oh my god. Somebody broke into our...
Is that a shadow?
Yeah. I don't know.
Mom, go.
Oh,
That's definitely something.
Jaden, yeah, it is. Go next door. Go next door and get your icy, okay? If you hear me scream, y'all hear me scream, call 911.
Okay.
Okay?
When she pulled up, Abby immediately knew that something was up. Before leaving the house, she always made sure that all the lights were off, except this time, one of them was still on. Now at first, her son didn't believe her and convinced her that she must have accidentally left it. But when the figure walked by, all speculation was out of the window. Understandably, the kid was rushed next door and Abby was sent to investigate. But unsurprisingly, she found nothing. The following video was recorded in a man's living room sometime last year. He had just arrived home from a long day at work and was extremely tired, so the last thing he needed was what you're about to witness.
Hello? Hello? Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve, so I just want to... Oh my god. No fucking way, no way. Oh my god. See, bro, there's nothing on this fucking door. Hello? Yep, fuck that, I'm not going down there.
His son, Steve, told him that there were noises coming from the basement, but the man was obviously quite skeptical. That was until this happened. Strangely, a repetitive knock sounded at the door, as if there was a person behind it asking to leave the basement. It's important to note that Steve and the man filming are the only two people inside the house, so in their eyes, no one could possibly be on the other side of that door. But something could, and this was about to be confirmed. Slowly, the door started to open all the way, and the man recording quickly showed proof that no strings were attached to the door, but this was only the beginning. Just one day after the previous incident, the man, John, decided to kick back and watch some television so he could forget about it. He managed to watch 2 episodes of his favorite show without any interruption, but the spirit haunting him clearly thought that this was too much free time.
More noises. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
If you look closely, you should be able to see a head-looking object peek from around the wall at John, who was extremely spooked by this. Right after seeing it, he ran through to the room that the head came from, and to his dismay, no one was in sight. Was he seeing things, or was this the real deal? Surprisingly, John believed the former and didn't actually think that this was a spirit, but in his next video, this belief was scheduled to change. On the exact same evening as the last clip, John finished his TV session and was prepared to get ready for bed. He had brushed his teeth, turned most of the lights off, and said goodnight to Steve. But after hearing noises in the basement, he saw the last thing he would have wanted to.
What's the matter, buddy? What's the matter, bud? What's the matter, big guy? Huh? Something down there? Oh. What'd you hear, buddy? Fuck. Just put this in. What's that? What the fuck?
When he opens the door, a white phantom is spotted gliding down the stairs very fast, as if trying not to be seen. With some newfound bravery, John decided to go down into the basement and investigate the scene. but he heard some very disturbing noises. While down there, the eerie sound of a little girl laughing rang around the room, and this is the moment that John truly believed that his house was being haunted by something. But instead of blessing it like a smart man, his next move was far beyond stupidity. After hearing the girl, John ran upstairs to wake up his son, and they had a plan. They were going to lock themselves in the basement. The following video shows exactly what happened. You can call John deluded to say the least.
It's down here. We got it. You smell that?
Oh, it smells like shit, bro.
Anything?
There's a bunch of broken glass everywhere.
Okay, we're gonna go. You go this way too. Stay close to me. Dude, stop, stay by me. It was glass. Don't move.
Watch your phone.
I know. God, you smell it. Did you fart?
It's so cold down here.
It's winter time. Oh, fuck. Cover, stop.
After tying the door closed with black rope, John and Steve cautiously walked down the stairs to the basement, and the sound of a girl laughing could still faintly be heard, except slowly, it morphed into something much worse. If you listen closely, a woman crying starts to echo instead, and many speculate that this was the mother of the girl who was laughing. Perhaps both of them had died and haunted the house together. During their time in the basement, John and Steve experienced lights turning off and objects moving, but the worst sighting of all came at the very end.
All right, we're gonna make a run for it.
Perhaps you were dying first.
It's gonna just go. Shit. Hold on. Oh, shit, get. Oh, God. What? No. We gotta get the fuck out of here. What are we gonna do? No, stop, man.
You locked us in.
I gotta go. No. We make a break. There's nothing there. Stay by me. Stay right fucking behind me. This is a bad idea. Just chill out. Oh shit, it's still there.
Why is it
What the fuck are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
You got your phone?
No, I don't.
When the two made the wise decision to leave the basement, a tall black figure appeared, blocking their exit. Understandably, they panicked and stepped back. But when they went to look again, it was still in the same place. But as if this wasn't creepy enough, another sighting was hidden. If we zoom into this part of the room, eyes can be seen staring at John and Steve from the shadows. Could this have simply been a squatter, or was it a spirit? Let me know in the comments. On a Wednesday evening, a mother of 3 children was locking up the house ready to get everyone to bed before she spotted one of the weirdest and most horrifying things of her life. It was roughly 11 p.m. when the video was recorded, and it gets worse as time goes on. Take a look. On the other side of the garden, the fence was swinging back and forth, and supposedly there was no wind. Now at first I didn't believe this, but when the clip advanced, I knew it had to be on the video. When the mother started scanning the area to find a reason for the unexpected swinging, the figure of a human could be seen staring back at her, to which she jumped back in fear. However, when looking back again, it was gone. This gave her a moment of comfort, but in a flash, it was gone when the door knocked and the camera cut off. It's supposed that when she answered the door, nobody was there, but I guess we'll never know.